Hey, everybody. It's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. On this one here, a friend of the show who did not want to be named, but I appreciate the help with this, sent me a Photoshop file. And in this file, there are screenshots covered up by another screenshot of eBay items, mask items. So the challenge was for me to try to guess what the buy it now price is. And I'm actually kind of a little nervous on this because there are a lot of people that overvalue things, undervalue things. So it's hard to really gauge where you're going to be looking. Now, I kind of have a general idea of what cost should be. So let's see if I'm anywhere near what we're going to be looking at here. So I got to open the Photoshop file up, and then I was instructed to hide the layer, the top layer, when I want to reveal the price, turn it back on, and then keep going down. So play along with me here because it's going to take me a couple seconds to try to figure out some of these price points. So I'm going to share the screen here and get Photoshop open. All right, and there we go. So one thing I'm going to caveat here is that I'm not factoring in shipping, which is also what the person who helped with this stated. I know shipping does factor into like overall costs, but for the purpose of this exercise, we're just going to be looking at whatever photos presented, if there's a description or anything along those lines, and try to figure out what we're looking at here. And as you can see, here's the first one here. You have Lava Shot, Matt-Trakker, and you have Mirage with Jacques Lafleur from Volcano. Now, these figures here, I would say about 15 a piece, roughly. So it's free shipping, but again, you're not really factoring this in. I would say 15 a piece. So I would say, let's say 35 to be, a little bit more on the higher side. Let's see what we get. All right, so let's close that off. Wow, $55. I would not pay that. No, that's insane. If they're the last two figures you need for your set, the entire collection, and if you're desperate, sure, but I would not go that high. So now, did you get that right though, by the way? I did not. I'm going to have a tracker, pun intended, on which ones I get right and which ones I don't, or just in general, which, how many I do get right. So let's put the blocker back up there. Now let's stop that layer. Ooh, a complete Boulder Hill with the box, but it's not complete because the hoses aren't there. That's one thing to think about too when you're looking at these types of auctions, especially for things that are probably going to be pretty high priced. And again, this is for the buy it now price. I'm not looking at bid or whatever else, like straight buy it now, trying to figure that out. And I assume there's other pictures with this too that have the figures. It looks to be in really good shape. And the box is hard to find. It's one of the harder boxes to find, even though it's the largest one. It's one of the hardest ones to find because why would you have kept that? It takes up all that space when you're younger, and you don't want the box. Your parents don't want the box in the house. That's why they're harder to find. The smaller boxes that you see behind me are a lot easier to come across than this one. Without the gas pumps, unless that's in another picture, but I doubt it. I don't know if I'm ever going to get any of these prices right. So if I'm close, I'm going to count that for myself. I'll be my own judge. I'm going to say 400. No. 350. Let's go 350. All right. Damn it. Go with your first instincts, I guess, is the lesson of this video. 400. Since I picked it and then didn't pick it, I'm not giving myself a point on that one. But that's a good price point, I think, especially if this one looks to be in almost like perfect condition. So think about it in the context of that too. A lot of these are banged up, bent inward, etc. But you could probably find it cheaper, maybe 300 for this kind of scene setting outside of eBay. Just keep your eyes open. You might be able to find something. All right, did you get that one right? I didn't. So we're going to turn off this other layer here. Ooh, just a Thunderhawk Missile. And looks to be, yeah, it's original. One of the problems with not just Mask, but any toy line is you get kind of gougey prices on the original parts, these small parts that we all lost when we were kids. Well, not all, but most of us. So a lot of times what I end up seeing is this one bomb, or, like the gun, the gun that goes on top of Gator, and for like $50. That's going high on it. I'm going to say, just for this, I'm going to say, I don't know, 30, 32, let's say. $40. Wow. Okay. I was close on that one. I'm giving myself that one as a point. But you can see what I was talking about there, though. All right, so let's put this back up. A firecracker with nothing. This would be like a part slot, really, or if you're looking to replace maybe your broken one, but you'll have the other accessories and the stickers not applied. You can find a sticker sheet probably on Etsy for like $5 to replace it. It's a repro, but you can do that. Trying to find a complete Series 1 version of all this would be really expensive because of the mask. But if you're looking at this and it was just kind of a replacement, I would say $15, maybe, give or take. Let's see what we got here. So I got to go back up. Woo, 28. Would not pay $28 for this. It's too generic, and you can find it for less. So I got that one wrong again. I got one right-ish. What's next? What the hell is this? All right, I got Keith from Voltron, Brad Turner with his short mask. Is that a poor attempt at a Matt-Trakker custom? And then Sly Rax wearing medieval armor? Why would you throw this into this? I don't know what those other things are. I would imagine the Keith figure is probably about $5. Brad Turner with that, the short masks are easier to find than most of the short mask versions. This is just a random out of the blue guess. I'm going to say $15 for the lot. Let's see what we get here. 30. Again, I don't know what these other ones are. If you know what they are, let me know in the comments. I'm not going to look them up, but I like my answers better. I'm not doing well. This is not well at all. What do we got next? Vanessa Warfield. Okay. So Vanessa is one of the characters and one of the figures that you should have in your collection, even if you don't have Manta. There'll probably be a larger influx of them going up for sale because of the Chili find. You'll be able to find them a little bit easier. in the long run. I've seen these go $20 to $30. And like I said, I'm going to aim high for some of these. So I'm going to say 30 for Vanessa. 35. I'm giving that one to myself. That's 2. It's 2 points. I'm picking up steam here. What do we got next? Ooh, we got the Laser Command Matt-Trakker with the Laser Tron mask. And it looks like he has a head wound. If you watched my last episode of me talking about my, all my trackers in a tier list, this one here I know goes for $100 to $150 even in this condition. So I'm going to aim in the middle and go 125 on this. See what I get. Ooh, I went high. If you're looking to get this in your set, this is probably one of the lower prices you'll pay on eBay. I want too high on that, so I'm not going to go and give myself a point on that one. But you can get Matt with a head wound. All right. You son of a bitch. Billboard Blast complete. Realistically, well, not realistically, what I would pay for this is I also see the shipping on this one too. I wonder if that was left on purpose. I'd be upset paying $10 shipping on top of whatever I'd be paying for this because it's overvalued everywhere by, well, it's only worth $1. If I'm saying, a normal person and not me, 25 maybe. And it's usually a pretty decent kind of hovering area for it. So let's see what we got. One second. I don't understand the world we live in. Do not pay $55 for that. If you were looking to get a boxed one, that would be the cost, roughly. Loose, I wouldn't pay any more than $20, to be honest. Or anything. $55. Okay. What's next? Cliff Dagger with a short mask. Okay. Judging by the hand, it looks like the same seller as Vanessa. Trying to think if I don't see too many Cliff Daggers come up for sale like this. So I think a fair price to pay for this would be about 15, roughly. I'm thinking 15, but it has make offer. So let's go 20. Let's see what we get. Oh, I'm lucky I went up. I'm going to give myself a point on that one. So that's 3. The range is okay for that. It's a matter of supply and demand. Do you want it for that price or not? You could probably find it for 15, give or take. So keep that in mind as you look through these things. And let's see, a complete buzzard plus instructions. So there's no box. So it's complete, and it's not hard to complete this. Well, actually, I take that back. I was thinking because of the fact that there's not many extra parts, but you have the hang glider fin that's really hard to find in, not broken. So this here, I don't hate Buzzard. It's not bad. It's one of the better toys out of the out of the racing season. 2 figures, plus you got the drone in the middle. I would say this, like if I was looking to purchase this, maybe 55 around that area, 60 maybe. Let's see what we got. So I'm way off on that one, but my context of Buzzard, I got that so early on in my recollecting that I don't have a good firm context of it on pricing. So if this is around par, like is this what you paid? I think it's high, but again, it's a matter of supply and demand and what you're willing to pay. I just like trying to guess these prices because some of them are a little crazy. Let's see what else we got. So I'm guessing this is a Chile Fine bullet. I know what they cost to come out of Chile. So I'm guessing this person purchased the 5 that were being sold and put this one up for sale to try to recoup some of the cost. Maybe they didn't want it in the collection or something like that. And that's fine to do. Just don't price gouge people on it. But because I said price gouge, I know it's going to be happening. I'm going to say this is probably around 200, which you can call it a fair price if you want, but I kind of find it to be a little bit higher than it should be. But let's see where we're at here. 159. That's not bad. That's actually a couple dollars higher, I think, than the initial cost. So that's actually a good price if you wanted to get a sealed bullet in your collection. I was higher. I did not get a point. What? So you got faded Matt-Trakker. You got a repro of the Thunderhawk bomb. A repro of the barrel, the depth charge for Gator, and there's figures, broken Razorback, and a vampire that's probably broken as well. This looks like it came from somebody that's customizing and wanted to kind of move things out. I'm thinking this person values it higher than it should be. I'm going to say that this buy it now is at $60. Oh, hit the wrong button. Well, now we know what's next. Damn, 40. All right. That's, if you're looking for those parts, the repros look pretty bad. But the Razorback, you can find those parts. It's one of the easier ones to kind of retool, put back together from the racing season. A Cliff Dagger from Argentina from the Playful line. I don't have this one. The problem with these figures is that not only are they incredibly brittle, and they're not bootlegs, by the way. They're actual licensed toys. And how you tell is that the pins in the legs are what you see there. The pins in the mask figures are plastic, but the pins in the legs of the Playful figures are like a metal. I don't know the exact material, but it's metal. So that's how you can tell on that. So this one here figures wide range of pricing because there's no definitive way to do this. A lot of figures that I see that end up selling are around 150, give or take, especially with the mask, even though it's awful. And since I see 150, I'm going to go 150 and see like if I'm even anywhere close. Well, that's pretty close. I give myself 2 points for that one. It's the nature of this. It's the nature of a lot of, you're going to be paying a ton in shipping too, because most of these are coming from South America. not a lot of them are in the States or Canada or overseas. So keep that in mind as well. All right, looks like we're down to our last one here. What do we got? We got the short version of Blaster, and this is not cut, so this is actually the legitimate short mask for Hondo. So, fun story about this is that it cost a ton of money. It's so small that literally I don't know how it even existed to today. They just get lost with everything. I've seen these range from just the mask from $65 to $150. So what I'm thinking is maybe somewhere close to the middle, like, I don't know, 80, give or take, just for the mask. It fits on your fingertip. So let's see what we got. That's not helpful. Wow. There's no more left. I got these 2 right. So I think I got 5 right in total. Let me know how you did in the comments. If you got close, count it. And if you like this, we'll do another one, maybe restructure it a little bit. But I was happy to do this one. It was it's actually fun. But again, let me know in the comments if you got anywhere near close. Is my reasoning okay? Do you have any other input on anything? Love to hear it. Don't forget about our t-shirt giveaway. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep Mask alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and we'll talk to you later. Spectrum's got such supervision.